Okay, good afternoon, Karishma. How are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. And what about you?
I'm doing really great, and I'm so excited and elated that we are meeting after so long. And I was I was just waiting for this moment so that we can collaborate again. Mm. As you know, my name is Smriti Sarup, and I live in Gurugram. I hold a bachelor's degree in arts, and I'm happily married and blessed with two wonderful kids, wonderful children, a daughter and a son. And I am a homemaker as well as a YouTuber running two channels. The first is Nirmal Vidya Sahaj Yoga Meditation channel. I share meditation content there. And second is Pure Knowledge for English Beginners, where I help people learn English easily. And as far as my hobbies go, I enjoy working on both of my channels, and I am fond of singing and listening to bhajans too. And I also enjoy spending time in my backyard garden. So this is me in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a wonderful introduction. I wish I could be able to give introduction like that. It's amazing. It's very
I,
precise. Others, I have seen a few videos of yours with English Ari as well.
yes,
So
yes.
that's great.
Yeah, and when we met, that time I was not a YouTuber, and
Hmm.
I want to say it again that just you are my inspiration, and just because of you, I also became a YouTuber.
That's amazing. Good to know that. Thank you so much that you get inspired. And now you are a YouTuber. I'm feeling great that I'm connecting with you again. So, how
Yes,
everything is going on?
yes, everything is really fantastic. I'm enjoying as a YouTuber so much.
Okay. See, what is happening when we start connecting with different people? We automatically start feeling elated and happy, and we
Yes,
feel like that we are complete. Yes, we need someone to talk actually.
yeah, you are right.
So, like, what are you feeling after creating YouTube video? Do you think
Mm.
that your communication skills are improving, or it's like the same? Is there any difference? What do you feel about that?
No, day by day, I am just thinking that it's improving every day, and my confidence also boosting every day. Whenever I connect with someone, I learn every time something new.
That's great. That's amazing. Good to.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about something related to English today. I would love to know from you,
Mm.
like, how can a beginner improve English? Because I can see that you are speaking so calmly. No, you're not even speaking fast. I think a beginner needs a kind of person like you are, who can speak slowly, calmly, so that he can understand everything. So, what's your opinion? What is important for learning English?
Okay. So, first of all, I want to say thank you so much that you admired me. And for that, if we start our journey, so we should start thinking in English. So, it's very necessary. Always, everyone just advise that we have to think in English. But how we can start thinking in English? This is a challenge actually, and I uploaded my last video on this topic only, so how to start thinking English. So what I did, I invented one thing actually, that whenever we say something in our mother tongue, because it is really very difficult to talk completely in English, better that in our household we can't find that environment, we can't converse with our family members in English. And sometimes we try to talk as much as we can, but it is impossible to talk completely in English. So
Yes.
what I do whenever I say something in English, in Hindi, so just right after that, I say it in my mind in English. So that's
Great.
why, yeah, that's how I just train my mind to how to speak in English. So
I
this is
see.
my way of practicing all the time, that I am running and whatever I am doing, but I am practicing inside my heart or mind. So that's how we can practice to how to think in English. And otherwise, you know very well that we have to read, write, listen, and speak. These are
Yes.
four pillars we have to do all day. But it is not possible that we do all that things together in a day, because we all are
Mm.
so occupied and busy in other things too. So it is
Yes.
not that possible.
So you have shared a great idea. It's really commendable because 100% agree with this point that we are not able to communicate in English every time at our house because we have our mother tongue. Most of the time, we're communicating in that language. And even if we are trying to speak in English, we have to be very conscious for that. So I can relate with it because I tried to speak with my son in English whole day, but it's
Mm,
not at all possible. Hardly like half an hour, like whole day, I communicate with him in English. So that's a great
mm,
idea. Whenever you are speaking anything, talking, just whenever it is click in your mind that okay, I need to learn English, just start thinking or translating the same thing in your head. Okay, this is how we should say this in English. This is how you will get more vocabulary, more sentence structure. Maybe sometimes you're stuck in, you may not be able to translate that, and
yeah,
maybe you're not able to understand like how to say this in English, and then the curiosity will come. And then you will start searching it on YouTube or on Google. Okay, Google, how to say this in English, and this is how you're coming across lot of sentences. So I think this is one of the best way you could try.
mhm.
And apart from that, what I feel is that whenever you are doing something, try to elaborate the whole scenario in English.
Yes,
For
yes,
housewife, if you're cooking, we can speak in English. Like now, I am baking this chapati. I'm rolling it. I'm
mhm.
just chopping vegetables. I'm doing this and that. Whatever you are doing, just consciously for
Yeah,
few minutes in a day, at least you should try. Right?
yeah, so true, so true. This is also a
It is.
way of
Yeah.
thinking in English, that what we are doing right now, or we can say also in our mind that what we did yesterday, we also can say this. So these are different
Yes.
kinds of tricks and tips. So if we think in English, so definitely we can speak so easily
Yes. Yes.
and flawlessly, at least.
What I used to do when I was learning, I used to think everything, like whatever has happened in a day at night. Like just
Mhm.
before I sleep, I try to remember or recall
Mm.
everything, whatever has I have done on that day. So this is also one of the great way to learn or think in English. It is important because when you start thinking in English, then only the things will start coming out of your mouth. Right? If you will
Yes,
not start, if you will keep thinking in Hindi, or any other language, that language only comes out. So
yes.
you need to
Mm.
think like, yes, if you will think, then only you can speak. So that's the first initial step towards learning English.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. So, ma'am, any question if you want to ask me, you can ask me.
Yeah, these days I'm watching your videos. Just 10 or 15 minutes ago, I watched your video of that you were telling about books. So this was,
Okay.
yeah, I commented also there. So it was really very good, and you advise whenever. I always tell with everyone about you that you're so humble and down to earth, and
My God.
whatever you are going through, you tell that only, that you are not at all keeping everything in your heart. You just express, and that is your quality. I really love this quality of yours, whatever you are going through. Like if you are worried and you are not happy, so that you express. And if you are happy and you are enjoying, so that also you express. Generally people, what people do, they just hide lots of things, but you are not at all hiding. And that's why we all are we can learn lots of things, like how we can live life, or how we can enjoy. And if we can just think that if you can do this, so we also can do this. So that's
Okay.
why
I
you
would like
are.
to say something to you on this point.
Mhm.
As
Mhm.
you said that I'm not able to hide anything, and that's completely true because today's video is all about that. I always share my happiness, like I'm happy, I'm enjoying. But today, the video which I'm going to post in the evening, you will see a completely different face. I was
Mhm.
actually crying that day, and after crying, after 5 minutes of crying, I created that video with somebody. She's also a housewife, and I
Mhm.
was like, she was complete stranger for me, but still I shared everything with her, and I feel relaxed after that. So today's
Yes.
video is all about the emotions which I'm going through. Sometimes I also try to hide my emotions behind my smile, and people
Mhm.
always appreciate me that your face is quite smiling, you always smile. But yes, I
Mm.
am also hiding few things behind that smile. You will get to know in that video today. So must watch that.
Definitely, definitely. I will watch. So, how is life going with two kids? Because when you were having only one kid, so that time you were having lots of issues. Like you were telling that I'm so busy and engrossed in household works, and then suddenly we found that you planned second baby. I was so surprised. And but now you are tackling it very nicely. So tell me about this something.
Okay, what I feel is that after having two kids, the
Mm,
time when I was having only one, the time was very amazing. I feel I don't know why would I complain about why I have complained about that, because that
mm,
time I have lot of time. I could do a lot
mhm,
more things, but now I cannot even think single one thing like extra. I cannot do. I
yes.
plan my whole day, which is sometimes not even going according to
Mm,
me. Sometimes
mm,
it's fully messed up. Like I plan my day in such a way that I could at least take one or two sessions in a day, and I can upload one video every day. And also I
mm,
can attend my hearings if they are. But now
mm,
I'm not able to do that. I'm struggling a lot. And you know what? Sometimes, like a few days ago, I was thinking to quit my channel, and
mm,
unfortunately my one channel has already stopped because I was not I haven't posted any video since 3 months,
mm,
for 3 months. So now, yeah, like my full focus is here. I do not want this channel shut down. Trying
mhm,
hard, let's see what has destiny planned for me. But yes, I can see that my child is also growing. Maybe like next year, or maybe next to next year, he'll be quite young and he'll be able to understand a few things. So maybe
yes,
that
yes.
time I'll be able to devote a lot more time, and maybe when he'll start going school, then my
Yes.
life, I'll be back on my path. Yeah.
Mm. But you are you look so happy these days. You never complain anything. And I know whatever you are going through, you just express that. So that's fine. Uh,
Yeah, I recently went on a trip, so obviously I enjoyed a lot because for a housewife, getting relief from cooking, cleaning,
yeah.
it's a big thing actually. I don't go for enjoyment, I just go to get rid of these household chores for few days. And
Yes.
somebody's cooking for you, you are getting ready-made food, and that's the amazing feeling for a woman, I would say. Every
Yes.
woman, I feel that she wants somebody cook food for her, because she is the one who's cooking food for the entire family, but no one cooks for her. No one gave
Yes,
her a plate, but when she's getting the same, she feels so happy. We don't need anything else that time. So I enjoyed
yes,
3 days. 3 days we stayed at the hotel. It was the trip organized by my husband's office, and it was quite amazing because my kids were there, and
mm-hmm.
yeah, it was amazing. We clicked few pictures and everything. So I've enjoyed. That's why I was happy. But just after coming back from the trip, 3 4 days were quite hectic, and I was not even able to do anything. That time I
Yes,
feel fed up. Yeah, because there's a lots of work when you're coming from a trip. You have to unpack your bags, you have to wash all the clothes, and you have to, get back into the routine things again. So it
yes,
was very difficult.
mm,
Also, my kids were not well because obviously the weather changed, the atmosphere
mm,
changed for few days, and they got a vomit, cold. So I have to
mm-hmm.
take care of that. So trip I enjoyed on the trip, but somehow
Mm.
I'm just paying it for now.
Yeah, I can relate it very well. And that time we just think why we went there.
Yes, yes, just for the happiness for 2 days. I'm still
Yeah.
suffering. Day before yesterday, my son had vomit like at night, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. The whole bed, whole quilt, blanket, everything was like messed up. And yesterday, like from last 2 days, I've been washing all those stuff just one by one in the washing machine. It is taking a lot more time. So
Yes, yes.
not getting time for anything now.
And before putting in the washing machine, you have to clean it by
Yes,
yourself.
yes,
It is not a
yes,
small
yes,
task, it's very big
yes.
task.
And it's heavy too. It's so heavy.
Ah, it's too heavy. Yes, so
Mm.
true. And now tell me something about your English journey. What fascinated you, and how did you start your English journey?
Okay, so I think you already know that, but still, for your viewers, I would like to tell you this thing. The moment I have started my journey, I was really poor with my English. I was not that confident like I'm right now, and
Yes.
not even that time. Even in those 3 years, my journey was. I'm still on my journey. It's like my third year, and now I can see the real improvements. I was able
Mm-hmm.
to speak an year ago, but I was not that accurate while speaking. I was not at that confident I'm now. Also, I was not at that fluent. I can see that. So these are
Mm-hmm.
the things I have learned. I've started my journey 2 to 3 years ago with my kid when he was 2 years old. We started talking to each other in English. We started watching few TV shows, YouTube channels, Kanchan Ma'am channel. This is
Mm-hmm.
how we have learned together. And even these days, sometimes when I feel free, I sit with my son, and we both watched English cartoon, English movies. And sometimes I asked him, Mitansh, do you know the meaning of this word? He said, no, Mama, I don't know. Let's check it on Google. Sometimes he
Mm-hmm.
told me, Mama, do you know the meaning of this thing? I said, no. Then he elaborate, express like, okay, this is the meaning of this. So we are still learning. We are still learning a lot of things. My son, he's capable to speak in English, but somehow I feel that he needs some kind of nourishment. He's not that accurate. He's not that perfect. He's not that fluent. He's stuck sometimes because he's a kid. I can say that like kids have this habit to speak slowly, slowly, like so he's speaking in that way. So this is how my journey has begun, and I'm still on my journey. Still, I'm making a lot more grammatical errors, especially in this particular past tense. When I
Mm-hmm.
talk about my past, when I'm narrating any story, I am going to make mistakes. So I'm still working on it. So this is how my journey was.
Okay, but it was really truly wonderful journey, and you are really an inspiration for whole the homemakers. Actually, lots of homemakers.
Yes.
And I also started my journey just like that, and I also watched Kanchan Man's videos and Sartaj sir's videos, and
Yes.
and now I am on my English journey still there, and I am also making lots of mistakes. uh,
I think we should accept that mistakes are the part of this journey. And if we are making mistakes, it means somewhere we are learning.
yes, and virtually sometimes I feel virtually we can talk very easily. But actually, if we meet someone and if they are very advanced English speaker, so that time we feel aback and we feel like how we can talk now. But we
Yes.
have to just mm, talk and converse without any hesitation, then only we can learn this language.
Then only can overcome this problem. I had this problem earlier. I was not very much comfortable in talking to
Mm,
anybody, as I have shared already one video about that. Like when I went to the PTM, I was not able to express myself and I was stuck. So that
mm,
time I've realized, okay, speaking through like on virtual mode, it's quite comfortable because we are sitting at home. The person is not sitting in front of us like in real, so we
mm.
are able to communicate. But when the moment come when somebody is sitting in like really in just front of you, that time you find a little bit of hesitation, and that's very
Yes,
natural, especially if
yes,
talk about stranger. Maybe when we are going to meet someday, you might not feel that hesitant because you are very much comfortable with me. But if you are meeting with a stranger, then it
mm-hmm.
might be difficult for like a person to communicate or to engage with in a conversation.
Yeah, sometimes I feel, Karishma, that I never hesitate when I meet with a stranger. But if
Okay.
but a person that knowing me from very long,
Okay.
so that time I feel little bit hesitant because I just think like that they are knowing that I my English was not that great. So that time I feel hesitant. Like
Okay.
tell you an example. My sister-in-law, my husband's cousin, she lives in abroad in US. So she came with her family. So her husband is a South Indian, and naturally, her both son were not able to speak in Hindi at all. So that time I spoke so well with them, and I was so comfortable. But if I talk to my husband's colleague, and if my husband's wife, and they are so confident or advanced speaker in English, so that time maybe I feel a little bit hesitant. But now I am little bit confident. Now I can speak with everyone. Maybe I have to switch to Hindi sometimes, but I can speak now.
So, no, it is not about that you know the person or a stranger. It is all about that you know that other person is speaking well. It's all
Yeah,
about that. It starts. Stranger means if a person is a stranger, so you don't know anything about him, he also doesn't know anything about you. So you are no more concerned about your English language. But if you know that
yeah,
somebody sitting in front of you, he is very superior, he is really good in English, then you
yeah,
automatically feel hesitant. So it is
yeah.
about the knowledge, it is about the level of the person.
Yes,
So
you are
so
right.
if the
Yeah,
level of person is like on the beginning, or if a person is a beginner level, you may feel very much comfortable in front of him or her.
yes.
But if somebody is sitting in front of you, he who is like very advanced, then only you feel.
Mhm.
And it's natural. It is
Yeah.
again with everyone. We all human. We are designed in such a manner that when we see, okay, he is brilliant, then we automatically hesitation comes.
Yes.
So that's very
Mhm.
natural thing.
Yeah. So true.
Okay. So, like,
Yeah.
if you have any more questions, you can also ask. We have 5 more minutes.
You also can ask any question if you feel like.
I want to ask you about your YouTube journey, how it is. Like, how are you feeling like after becoming a YouTuber? Like last time when we have connected, you were not a YouTuber that time. So now what's
Yes.
your feeling?
Yeah, actually, I feel so good. I always feel like that I am connecting with lots of people, and sometimes somebody just tells me that I have seen your video, and like meditation video also there. So lots of Sahaj Yogi also. tell me that I have seen your video and it was so good, and they admire me a lot. And whenever I find their comments
Oh,
and positive comments and compliments, so I feel really so delighted that time.
yes,
So
that's
right. And I always feel like that I have to create, and that's why I told you that it's my hobby to working on both of my channels, because meditation is my way of life and English is my passion. I love English very, very much. So that's
that's
why
great.
I always think that I have to do something, and somehow I have to make a video for both of my channels. So that's
That's
why
amazing.
it's
So now
completely
you're
my life completely changed. This
okay
these channels, yeah,
after this meeting.
yeah. After coming to
One
YouTube,
thing that I can relate with you that yes, when you receive positive comments from the viewers, you actually feel delighted, and the same has been happened with me. And I think they are the true motivation. What I feel, even if I am feeling very bad, I'm not having time, facing a lot of difficulties, but when I receive one single comment and it which is saying that, ma'am, because of you we are learning, that gives
yeah,
me a motivation. And for that reason I'm trying to be consistent. Actually, I have told on this channel many times that I'm not here for money, but yes, I'm here for the satisfaction that the work I'm doing, I should get satisfied with that. So that's
yeah,
my motto for working here on this channel. Yeah.
yes, yeah. It motivates us, and make a routine of ourselves that we have to do this. Otherwise,
Ah,
if we can just sit and waste our time on watching useless reels
yes,
and
yes,
on TV, sometimes we just waste our time. And now we can't waste because we have to create something.
yes,
And
yes, that's
yes.
true.
Mm,
See, automatically we become disciplined when we have something to do. If we have nothing to do, we become lazy actually,
yes.
and we feel like, okay, we'll do it. Like, there's no
Later.
hurry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, we
this
just
is
sit.
something which,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
true, 100% agreed
Mm,
with that to this point.
yes.
Okay, I think it's already done, and it's amazing conversation. It's lovely feeling to connect with you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Yeah, same here. I am also so happy, and we'll connect again so soon
100%.
whenever you free.
Do let me know
Uh,
whenever you are free. Just drop me a message. I'll make the time.
you
Make my.
I, whenever you free, please drop me a message. I always can connect anytime
Okay,
because
I'll do
my
that.
kids are small. My kids are grown up now. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure. I'll do this. Like I have also did today. I thought like the moment I come upstairs, I first message I sent to you because that's in my mind. Okay, I had to connect with ma'am. So
Yes.
yes. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.
Same to you. Bye bye. Mhm.